I believe for the first time, we've got a Starship launch streaming live into the back of a Robotaxi. Here we are in the Robotaxi app. You can see the pulsing blue circle, that's us. And I'm gonna get us a kind of a longer trip up into the top west corner, kind of the northwest corner of the geofence here in Austin. So I've already plugged it in here. Let's go ahead and hit it. The Arboretum, I guess that's called. It's right up in the top corner. We've got, looks like an 11-mile hike up there, so that's perfect. Let's go ahead and book that ride. Beautiful. This looks good. Come on, baby. Book the ride. This is perfect. Booking the ride. There we go. Our ride is 20 minutes away. That's interesting. And, oh, now it's 11 minutes away. Okay, that's interesting. All right. And does it have us going on the highway? Yes, it does. Okay, interesting. Okay. Well, maybe not on the highway, actually. Interesting. Well, we're going to find out anyways. XCD7372, I'm pretty sure we've ridden this Robotaxi before. It says it's 10 minutes away. So that is pretty good. Let's see here. Car waits up to 7 minutes. This looks good. All right, let's go for a ride here. All right, so here is the Robotaxi arriving. And here we are, guys. We have the Robotaxi pulling up here. And it looks like it's turning around. Not sure what it's doing here, but it's reversing into an area that has slotted lines over it. And it's telling us to enter the vehicle, so let's sound the... There we go, perfect. All right, so here we are, guys. Looks like that's our Robotaxi parked up beside the supercharger. So no markings on this one here, so let's take a little bit of a closer look here as we get loaded up. We do have, looks like a supervisor in the driver's seat. So let's go ahead and open up the trunk. There we go. Oh, we dropped our water. That's not good. So we'll get our stuff in the trunk here. All right. We'll close that up. Hello there. So just grab that, and now we're going to hop into the Robotaxi here. We do have a safety supervisor in the driver's seat, so it does have the capability of going on the highway. We're going to find out if it's got the new gold, you know, that new software they've got with kind of the gold touches underneath. So let's go check it out. All right, here we go. There we go. So this is new. So it says "Welcome Joshua" on the screen. That's kind of neat, and then tells us to put our seatbelt on. So that's a new feature of the latest update. All right, so we got our seatbelts on. Both the phone says to start and the car. So we'll hit that. There we go. And we're off to the races here. All right. Why we have some music on, that's interesting. All right, here we go. Beautiful. So we do have the new software version as anticipated with the gold highlights and leading line. Let's see, are we in chill mode? Yes, we are. Whoa, just went over a big speed bump. Sorry about that, guys. But we do see that it is in chill mode. Still has the old autopilot logo, that little blue circle with the steering wheel. Thought we got rid of that, but maybe it's still here in Robotaxi. So we do have the gold accents. I like that little gold bar that it puts up where it's going to stop. That's kind of cool. That's helpful. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hit the YouTube icon. There we go. That's going to open up the YouTube browser, and we're going to do what we want, what we came here to do here. Let's go SpaceX. Oh, forgot the E. There we go. And punch this in here, Starship. We got flight 11 going today. There's lots of different options here. Now, I don't believe SpaceX still streams natively So we've got lots of other options here. Look at them all. Lots of good stuff here. I think we're gonna, I believe my friend Everyday Astronaut has a stream going. So let's see if he's got one going here. Here it is. There's our boy Tim, Everyday Astronaut. He's got the live stream happening right now from Starbase. And we can see Starship there. Looks like they're doing some gassing off, getting it filled up with fuel, the oxygen, all that good stuff. And here we are in the back of the Robotaxi. Now we do have our supervisor in the driver's seat this time. And again, we're running that new software. And as I've been setting this up, of course, off camera, but I just had to rejig my YouTube Premium membership actually to get logged in on the Tesla here. But we got it sorted out. And while it was doing that, there was a little bit of kind of funky braking situations with the Robotaxi. So that was kind of interesting. Not the end of the world, but definitely a little less smooth than the previous software type that we've been so used to, where we have the safety operator over on this side, safety supervisor, I should say. And so for everybody, you know, shouting out the button there, there it is, all lonely without a thumb on it. So that's funny. But yeah, so far a decent ride here. Fair bit of traffic. It is rush hour right now in Austin. We're heading up into the north of Austin, so there was a little bit of a braking there, and I can see they're running it in chill, and despite it being in chill, it's still a little bit jumpy. So that's kind of interesting. I wonder if they're running it in chill just to kind of smooth things out a little bit. That's kind of interesting. But here we are, just pulling up the Robotaxi app here, and so far we are get a little chunk out of our journey here. It says here that we are arriving in 28 minutes, 6:14 p.m. We know that launch time is set to be at 6 p.m. So we're going to be here, I believe, for the first time. We've got a Starship launch streaming live into the back of a Robotaxi down just about 6 hours south of us down at Starbase. Shout out to everybody that's down there right now. Sorry I couldn't be with you guys, but we're up here in Austin experiencing the latest version of software here. There we go. Nice braking for that guy that pulled out in front of us there in that RAV4. That was interesting. But the car slowed down. That was proper. And we can see here that the safety supervisor, different from recent drives actually with this same software. Notice the gold accents there again on the screen, just bringing it into focus for you. There we go. You'll notice that the hands of the safety monitor are not on the wheel. Of course, they're ready to take over if need be at any time, but in times past, several rides, and you can check the other videos here on the channel, the hands have been hovering. This time they're not, a little more relaxed, which is good to see. That's great, actually. So we've got a little reflection coming off the screen there. That's just the sun that's setting behind us here. But we're in a fair bit of traffic here, just chilling. We got our man, Everyday Astronaut, Tim. Shout out to Tim. Such a great guy. There he is. And we can see the live stream of Starship 11. Now, this is the last of the version 2 of this particular type of rocket. So that's kind of the end of an era where they've launched a bunch of those out of Starbase. And this is the last one. And then they're going to switch over to version 3. And we're marching towards a double catch. Hopefully, I don't know if we'll see it this year. Maybe. They're still working on that second tower, the Mechazilla Tower. So we'll see how that comes along and how it progresses here. But making our way here through the city pretty smoothly, actually. I'll hop in and out here, give you guys a little bit of an idea of the ride here as we go along. But we are comfortable with our stream of Starship here. You gotta admit, this is pretty cool though. Despite the traffic, we've got pretty smooth ride so far. go, taking advantage of that advanced green. Made it with lots of time there. That was good. It's not bad at all. Yeah, so from what I understand, Tim and his crew are down at Starbase. They are on site, I believe. And they're giving their commentary. They've got a bunch of cameras set up around the rocket, which is pretty cool. Just going on X here to check in with a few people here. See what's shaking. All right, so it looks like SpaceX so they've started their live stream, but they're not actually broadcasting anything. So this is what SpaceX has got right now. So nothing just yet. Nice shots, really nice shots of the rocket, and you can see the second tower on the left there. It looks like we're about 8 minutes from launch here, so we got some gassing off happening. I'm seeing some vapor clouds and whatnot down at the base of the rocket, and that'll just be excess oxygen that they're venting. Yeah, we can see that venting there. That's pretty cool. And we'll get the volume going up here once we get a little closer to launch time. We want to keep an eye on what's going on in the Robotaxi here as well. So simultaneously, we got 2 autonomous vehicles, totally different technologies, pretty exciting stuff. So we just had a post, now this was 11 minutes ago, that's interesting, from SpaceX, and they said that propellant load of the Super Heavy booster is underway. Live coverage starts in 10 minutes. Well, that was 11 minutes ago, and so they have started their stream. They just are not broadcasting anything on it right now. So we will, there we go, a little pulsation on the brakes there, but it did make that turn. That was interesting. There we go. We have a record of that. And just checking in with the SpaceX stream. We've got that right here. So they're just doing some kind of recap of some of the exciting things that Starship has been up to over the last 10 launches, which is crazy, hard to believe. Pretty cool stuff. What a vibe. Very exciting. There we go. Braking for the yellow and then red, so that was good. Excellent. This is so cool. So it says this is the second reuse of a Super Heavy booster. And we have the live broadcast going now from SpaceX. Very cool. Shout out to Jake and Amanda. There we go. All right. So we're attempting to merge into the right lane. It's kind of hesitating with this Toyota Tundra here, this gray truck. So it's braking. It wants to make its way over there. Now it's decided not to. So it's going to continue up this row of traffic here. Little shudder on the brakes there we're feeling. There we go. It's picking its spot and made the change. All right. Some funky little turns here that seems to be handling pretty good. Not too bad, actually. Here, let's turn things up and take a listen from the team at SpaceX.
Here at Starbase, flight control team is on there. They're getting Starship and Super Heavy ready for liftoff. So as you can tell, when we look at the vehicle, prop load is underway. Things are looking good. We did shift our T0 a little bit. We're tracking to 6:23 p.m. Central Time, just a couple minutes into our window.
There we go. So we have an updated launch time of 6:23.
It did all the things. Did all the things we wanted it to do. Started off with Super Heavy, those 33 Raptor engines ignited, lifting off right at the top of its window at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. It was able to do a successful ascent. Followed that up with hot staging, Starship's upper stage igniting those 6 Raptor engines, separating Super Heavy, making its way back down. We saw the hot stage pop off. It then completed its boost back burn, put it on the course towards that splashdown zone. It successfully did that landing burn when we intentionally disabled one of those 3 center engines. During the final phase of that, used a backup engine, entered into its final hover, shut down the engines, and then splashed down into the water.
We have some wiper action there, guys. Didn't like that glare from the sun, so did a little clean on the glass.
And then it was on to the in-space stuff. That first in-space objective was completed. 8 of those Starlink simulators were deployed. That was the first successful payload demonstration we've ever had from Starship. Each of these simulators, similar in size to the V3 Starlinks that we're going to be launching next year to add significant capacity and capability to the network. Then it was on to our second ever in-space relight of a Raptor engine. That's a key capability for when we're going to do deorbit burns on future orbital missions, and then when we're doing deep space maneuvers. Then on to the critical re-entry phase, we're able to get data on the performance of that heat shield, the ship structure, push the envelope on it, using the flaps, got it down to the splashdown zone.
You gotta admit, this is kind of cool.
Flip, did the landing burn.
We're learning about rockets, driving around in a robotaxi.
Splashdown over in the Indian Ocean. We were just about 3 meters off of our target, so pretty much nailed it. It was a huge day, tons of excitement here at Starbase. Just a reminder though, this is still the early days. I mean, we're on flight 11 today. There's a lot more we're going to do to get full reusability, increase our launch cadence, eventually start sending missions to the moon and Mars. I mean, we've got thousands of launches to come. But for now, we're looking good for launch. Toss it back down to Amanda and Jake.
Awesome. Thank you, Dan. Starship is the first orbital launch vehicle engineered to be fully reusable, just like a commercial airliner. In fact, fact, to the end, we're actually reflying a Super Heavy booster for the second time today. This booster last flew on Flight 8. So let's just start with how powerful this rocket really is. When you stack Starship up against one of the world's biggest airplanes, the 747, a single Raptor engine is actually double the thrust of all 4 airplane engines put together. So
Wow.
that means the Super
Wow.
Heavy over in the pad right now, with its 33 Raptors, is equal to the power of about 64 747s.
That's
Yeah,
hard to
it's
believe.
just crazy, Amanda. The power this rocket generates is incredible. To be specific, it's over 16.7 million pounds of thrust. Numbers almost incomprehensible, but it's just crazy. All right, to break it down, Starship is made of 2 parts. First is the Super Heavy booster, which is powered by 33 of those Raptor engines that run on liquid methane and liquid oxygen. And second is the Starship upper stage, powered by 6 Raptor engines. 3 are optimized for sea level performance, and 3 are for vacuum performance with that larger nozzle extension. All right, it's the Starship's second stage that will one day carry cargo, payloads, and people all the way to Mars and
It's great.
beyond.
4-way stop. It
The
handled
Super
it.
Heavy
That was
booster
great.
is designed to launch, separate, flip, and return to the launch site where it can be caught by the chopsticks on the launch tower. However, as previously noted, we won't be attempting one of those catches today. Starship, on the other hand, re-enters the Earth's atmosphere at the conclusion of its mission, steering itself to a vertical landing or catch. And both stages are designed to return to Earth and fly again, making this the first rocket in history that will be fully reusable.
Yeah, and we cannot forget that between the 2 vehicles is the hot stage ring, a structure made of steel that allows the ship's engines to ignite while still attached to the booster, enabling a faster and more efficient stage separation. Right now, that hot stage ring is single use, but in the future, it will be built in directly to the V3 booster
Wow.
forward end.
And
That's cool.
finally, the infrastructure built to support Starship is referred to as Stage 0. This includes the launch pads, tank farm, and the launch towers, which hold the chopsticks that catch the Super Heavy
we
booster
go.
and eventually will also catch the ship.
Yeah, and to get us ready for launch today, we
Interesting.
recently conducted another static test fire, basically where we fire up the engines to mimic a launch without actually launching. We're seeing the booster on the screen right now. It's a crucial milestone to let us know we're ready to go.
There we
And
go,
if here
slowing
we're
down
seeing
for a
ship,
speed
we
bump.
did this for the second time on a retrofitted mount on pad 1. We
Nicely
had a full
done. That was
9-second
very
duration
smooth.
burn on all 6 engines.
We should also note that today's launch on Pad 1 is intended to be the last launch on this pad in this configuration.
Oh, wow.
As we head into the next generation
okay, 'cause
Starship
it's
flight
V2.
test program, we'll be modifying Pad 1 to meet the demands of our future missions.
Interesting.
Yeah, and among many other things, we're installing a new orbital launch mount, a new flame trench system,
Wow.
and upgrading the chopsticks for future catches. So until that's complete, we'll be running
There
operations
we go.
from
Slow
pad
down
2,
for another speed
which
bump.
will be coming online very soon. All right,
Got a
let's go
pothole
over
on the
to
right.
launch where Tyler
Went
is
right
ready
through
to
it.
talk a little
Nicely
Starlink.
done.
Thank you, Jake and Amanda. My name is Tyler Lionquist, and I'm a Starlink business analyst here at SpaceX. Starlink is SpaceX's
All right.
low Earth orbit high-speed
Well, we're going to take a little
internet
break
that's
from the
bringing connectivity
business
both
side
on Earth
of
and in space.
SpaceX and catch up with you guys in a
Starship
second.
is outfitted again today.
That's crazy that it's already been 5 years since they've released Starlink, and now we're literally relying on it for our show. We have Starlink, 3 Starlinks running right now, basically to help run the show. So
There we go.
I understand how important it is.
We've got a blinking yellow left-hand turn.
Yeah, it's been pretty
Handled it nice and smooth.
And like I'm in Florida when we're streaming Artemis 2, which will be coming up hopefully in
I do like this new gold accent software. That's pretty cool.
Rely on that stuff a lot. Maybe this is a
Pretty
good time
cool.
for us to mention real quick, for those of you that weren't here at the beginning, we do have something quite exciting on our end, and that is a little thing called.
Very good.
Stop live last year,
We've got a T intersection here with a hill on either side.
Panels and speeches and keynotes. It's going to be amazing, bigger, better than last year.
The
even.
cameras handled that. That was
Stop
good.
live, get your
It's just
seats
a
up.
red,
Already
looked like a Toyota Corolla coming down the hill, and
released it for resale last night. So,
it did stop, so that's
yeah,
good.
It's gonna be awesome. Hope to see you guys there. Ask anyone that's been there. It's awesome. Let's go back to this.
Kind of up into the hills here now.
They're still doing.
Continues to go without access to reliable high-speed internet, so there's a lot more work for us to do.
It's good though. Robotaxi's handling it here. This is interesting. I don't know that
As each new version of Starlink comes online, the
there's been
cost
so
savings
much
capacity
action
and
up here
performance
with
increases.
Robotaxi, but this is good.
The larger V3 satellites that will deploy from Starship will bring gigabit connectivity to users and are designed to add 16
good. We're kind of snaking our way through here. This is good.
That provides Starlink with exclusive spectrum for its next generation direct-to-cell satellites, which will be capable of providing broadband service to cell phones globally. Starlink is the largest 4G coverage provider on Earth. Over 7 million people across 5 continents.
So we're snaking our way through some subdivisions here. The ride so far has been quite smooth, no takeovers, so that's been good. A couple of little recorded kind of hiccups, bumps here and there, a little harsh braking, little kind of just sort of sketchy behavior. Nothing too crazy though, just with the kind of hesitation and things like that. But we're keeping an eye on it here. We've been on the road for, I don't know, I guess it's been almost 20 minutes or so, I would say, but it's been quite uneventful. A lot of different types of roadways with hills and tight turns and four-way stops and that sort of thing, and this new software seems to be handling it quite well. We've got a little ways to go on this journey, and we've got a rocket to watch get launched out of the back of the Robotaxi here, so let's get back to it. Oh, there he is. Whoops. Oh, come on. Cancel. Darn it. I hate that. Can't believe I did that. There we go. Trying to hit the volume.
Here this time, but usually we're out there watching, yeah. Good luck and have fun.
Have fun.
That's funny. That's 2 swims in a row. He's like crashed.
All right, so that was an exciting cameo there. But yeah, starting with liftoff.
There we go.
We'll get into the flight profile here. Super heavy
Sorry about that, guys.
33 engines,
I was just Elon hopping onto the live stream there, and then I'm trying to turn the volume up, and I hit the support button and kicked us out of YouTube. So, gotta love it. Anyways, he looks like he's in good spirits, so hopefully they'll have a good launch here.
Relight for boost back. And we'll be intentionally headed to a splashdown in the Gulf with a V3 style landing burn demonstration today.
Meanwhile, ship will continue with its ascent burn to a
Alright, so
suborbital
let's,
trajectory, where it will attempt to deploy 8 Starlink simulated
do something
satellites.
here.
And we're also planning to relight a single Raptor engine. Then it's time for re-entry, where we're once again testing the limits of Starship's heat shield by intentionally removing tiles. The ship will also perform a pretty dynamic banking maneuver that mimics the path of a return to launch site for Ketch that will fly on a future mission. And if all that goes as planned, we'll conclude the test with a landing flip, burn, and soft water splashdown in the Indian Ocean. So definitely another action-packed flight profile, Dan.
No route available. What's going on here?
Planned to be the final launch of this version of Starship, version number
What's
2.
going on here?
Right now, we're actively building multiple next generation
Something's
V3
going on.
Starships
Oh, there it goes.
for
36.
FAA
What?
factory
Oh yeah.
and are
Okay,
right
there we
behind
go.
us, so let's take a minute, nerd out a little bit. All right, there's going to be launching from Pad
Okay,
2,
there we go.
which is
That's
nearing
better.
completion down here at Starbase. Pad and the vehicles
A
are gonna
little bit of
roll
a.
really significant
We just got it
changes.
fixed up here on the app now. There was a little bit of latency, but it did end up taking it. So we have adjusted destination, and we are continuing en route. We're going to watch this launch and rock and roll.
Under the hood, we're getting major design changes to its propulsion system that's going to accommodate that new version of Raptor.
All right.
without higher thrust. We're also getting an
So we're
energy
in. Looks like we're in some
storage
sort of a
upgrade, tons avionics
mall
changes,
area,
a lot
plaza.
of things that will enable longer duration missions. One notable thing you'll start
Don't know that I've
seeing
ever been up here.
outside of these new docking adapters, which we'll use when we bring 2 Starships together for propellant transfer. That's a core capability of Starship that we're going to demonstrate next year. Bottom line, though, this
There we
is
go.
the
We
Starship
are
we're planning to
handling
use for all of our next major milestones, orbital
These
missions, return to
off-roadway
launch site,
stops, no
reuse,
problem.
propellant transfer, and then making our way to the moon and Mars. Now,
And
super
we got a
heavy
speed bump.
missions
We're
are
slowing
some
down
of
for that.
those
That's great.
are already coming
Very
out of the
good.
factory. It has upgrades like this, a
Another
redesigned
speed
fuel
bump.
transfer tube. That thing's roughly the same size as the first stage of the Falcon 9 rocket. That channels all that cryogenic fuel down to Super Heavy's 33 engines. We made
So it looks like it
bigger,
takes speed
spacer
bumps at
rocket
about
inside of our rocket that
10-ish.
gives us a faster, more
Yeah,
reliable
about 10 miles an hour is
and
what it slows down
simultaneous
to.
engine startup. New booster also going to have an integrated hot stage, a lot more vent area, and it's designed to be fully reusable. Pressure from those engine plumes gets vented out, mostly offset just by the pressure in the fuel tank. That is the top of the fuel tank. And then we add a non-structural layer of steel on the top.
All right, so we're learning about Starship construction there. Let's turn that down for a little bit while we navigate out of this plaza here, the Arboretum. I'm guessing I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not. We're going to hang a right here It's kind of sneaking up. Kind of waiting for its turn here. There we go. All clear. Oh, little jerky on the steering wheel. There we go. We got to record that one. That was kind of interesting. Nothing too crazy, but definitely not smooth. All right. So just want to point out here too, guys. So here's our route. I don't know if that's coming into focus or not, but we are kind of coming down the main artery through the heart of North Austin, and the Robotaxi here has chosen to take kind of a side street route, and it's actually going to take a little longer than it would be if we were taking the highway. So that's kind of interesting as well. So time now, we'll do a quick time check. You can see it's 6:13, so we're about roughly 10 minutes or so from launch time. I think what they say launch was at 6:20, 6:28 or something like that, so 10-15 minutes away. Oh, so we've got a custom modification to the heat shield today.
Absolutely. I always love to get to do a little show and tell. So we've got thousands of these heat shield tiles covering Starship. Now they're kind of all next to each other. There's a small gap in between all of them. You got to leave a little bit of space as that metal underneath will expand and contract. That way they don't crunch into each other and start breaking. However, that lets some of that plasma kind of seep through. We see really high heating on the sides and then down on the metal. To help fix that, we have this, the crunch wrap that everyone has heard about. So we take essentially that's called Vulcan felt that we then wrap around it. So as these tiles are next to each other, you've got a small bit in between that's going to help offset that heating. It's just one of the ways we're continuing to iterate on this heat shield, getting towards rapid reusability. Hopefully it's going to help Starship live Moss. You know, everything is just going to get us to that end state of a fully and rapidly reusable vehicle. So pretty much the entire vehicle has those on it today. We've done this on multiple Starships previously, but this time pretty much the whole vehicle has it. So that was special for
There we
today.
go, guys. So we've got the whole vehicle with these
Let's go.
new
Quick check-in on the pad.
heat
So,
shields with the
if you didn't
Vulcan
notice, we
wrap
did
on it.
shift our T0 just a little bit. We're now counting down to 6:23 and 41 seconds Central Time. We shifted a little bit as we were working.
Okay,
to
so it's
finish clearing
6:23,
range.
guys. I was off
We are
by 5
monitoring
minutes.
sea and airspace.
We're closer than I thought. We're about 9 minutes out from launch here now at 6:14, and we're still enjoying the Robotaxi ride, nice and smooth, no takeovers. So this has been good. What you want is an incident-free ride.
Not a cloud in the sky, beautiful day, no probability of violation for launch at this point.
Yeah, this is good weather.
Tracking any issues on the vehicle or the pad, you can see our fill levels are getting up there. We're almost completely done with our propellant loading. We've gone through all of our checkouts so far this morning, aligning our guidance, navigation, and control system, getting the vehicles ready for prop load, the farm. Everything has gone pretty smoothly so far. We got through our go, no go for prop load. That happens at T-minus 1 hour and 15 minutes. We've been loading fuel and blocks on board the ship since about 50 minutes after that. We continue loading prop until just around 3 minutes before liftoff, and then at that point we'll be ready to go. So bottom line at the moment, we're looking real good. Again, 6:23 and 41 seconds Central Time is our target T0, so we're going to keep counting down.
So there we go. So we've got
Actually, I'm gonna take a
Great
break
news so
here
far.
from
Thank you, Dan.
a few
We
minutes.
say it repeatedly because
SpaceX.
All right. So that was a recorded little deal there. Nothing too crazy. It seems to be fairly minor here, guys. I think that it's just a matter of kind of streamlining this new software. It says it's in chill, although quite often I don't know, in the last few rides, it has felt like it's been in standard. You know, it's a little more aggressive. So I'm just wondering if the overall code is more aggressive than previous generations. Here we go. We're driving straight into the sun here, so that's got to be blinding the camera right out. But it's, yeah, kept its spot on the road there. I guess it'll lean into dependency of the side cameras and rear cameras to find its position on the roadway. Not too bad. Here we go with a left-hand turn from a four-way stop. So if it comes to a full stop, pauses, and we make the turn. That was good, nice and smooth. Happy with that. And we're coming up to a right-hand turn here. There we go. Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was assertive. That's not a chill mode move. That was good. I mean, we got there just a second ahead of that white Chevy truck on the left. And the Robotaxi knew it, and it took its opportunity, which was its right of way. So that was good to see. Mm-hmm. And we got some cyclists on the right there that just blew right through the stop sign. That's pretty normal and typical for cyclists. But it didn't freak out, so that's good. The Robotaxi kept its cool. So time check here, we've got 6:18. We've got launch in about 5 minutes. Enjoying this ride through the suburbs. We've got another window clean there. A little Robotaxi wipe there. So that would be the second windshield camera clean that we've had so far this ride. There's those cyclists coming up on the right there, so we're going to negotiate with them as we proceed through the intersection here. I would assume we're going to kind of deke over to the left a little bit. We got a gray, looks like some sort of coupe beside us there. So we'll probably nudge a little closer to him just to give the cyclists some space, but we'll see how this goes here. Go. So a little hesitation just to give room for them. That's good to see. Interesting. So it actually is holding back, and we're signaling to go out around them. That's good to see. Okay, interesting. And it took the whole lane. Yeah, so it just decided just to move over the full lane. Did a half and then a full. Now it's trying to get back over, and because we merge into one lane anyways. So there we go. That wasn't too bad. I would argue that was almost, kind of cautionary human-like, I guess, if somebody was trying to drive by the exact rule book. Not too bad. We've been turning so much on this drive, we're going kind of parallel and then straight into the sun, but it is an interesting time to test out. And we got a Ford driving in front of us there, just making that left. A little pulse on the brakes just to be cautious. That was good to see. But it is funky to test around this time of day because there is the potential for camera blinding, but I don't know, it seems like they've made some pretty good advancements with that. Seems like the vehicle is aware because we've had those 2 windshield wash sessions already. There we go. Nobody coming, so we're going to make the left. Very good. All right. Okay, we're whipping over in behind these other cars here. That's interesting. Oh, we've got a pedestrian on the center median. Interesting. And it saw that. Yeah. Give a little bit of buffer. That's good to see. Always love to see the Robotaxi err on the side of caution. That's very interesting. So we got 6:24 is our time. So let's turn up the volume here. We're getting closer to launch time here. Oh, come on with this. we hit the call button once again. That's not good. We got to fix that support button. That's too close to the volume knob. Here we are. Launch time, guys. Here we are. Oh, she's a beauty. Right from Robotaxi, guys. There we are. Oh, yeah. There we go. Wow. There we go. Oh, my goodness.
Here comes the house now.
Beautiful. Here comes the crackle. It's the best part. Oh, come on. Give me a break. Just trying to adjust the stupid volume. No. It's right at the best part. Give me a break. Oh my goodness. Let's get that volume up. That's what we want. There we go. Here's Tim's crew. There we go. She's cranking. There we go. Starship launch from the Robotaxi. Let's go. Here we are, guys. We're in the back of the Tesla Robotaxi, and we are watching a live stream of Starship 11 launching. This is incredible, amazing pieces of technology that we are experiencing and witnessing simultaneously. You gotta love it.
Coming up in just a little over a minute.
There we go. Look at that.
To see
Look at that.
all but 3 of those Raptor engines on super heavy shutdown. Our version of Miko. Most engines cut off instead of main engine.
Beautiful.
And then
This
after
is
that,
great.
we're going to release the clamps that are currently holding Starship to that hot stage adapter. It's then
Right here in
going to ignite
Robotaxi,
its
guys.
6 Raptor engines to push it away from Super Heavy and then start making its flight uphill. So in about 30 seconds, we're going to see the engine start to shut down on Super Heavy. You'll see them kind of shut off in separate banks until we've just got those 3 center engines that never stop running for this process, and then looking for 6 ship Raptors.
Fantastic.
I'm actually still tracking.
All right.
I lost connection, but I'm back.
Miko coming up in about 10 seconds.
There we go. We're going to cut some
That looks like
engines
there's
here.
one right- There we go. Stage set.
Yep.
See the engines throttling down.
Beautiful.
Booster already cut off.
Okay. Let's see if I can track the booster,
Ship ignition.
which I believe is actually the top thing here. Everything looking
Stage
good.
seven.
There we go. Okay, boosters away.
Burn startup.
Let's go. Okay.
All right, successful hot staging
yes.
maneuver. So we've got 12 of the 13 engines lit back up on boosters, so it's doing its boost
Fantastic.
back. Real excitingly
Ship
though,
channel
we've got
pressures
6
on
out of 6 Raptors lit on ship there.
There we
so
go.
It's now gonna
We are
continue
go
to
for
make
go.
its ascent into outer space. Meanwhile, this boost back is happening. We're using those 13 engines, so everything, well, 12 out of the 13, and then we go down to 3, and then we're going to shut down for the end of boost back. That's sending Super Heavy back towards its planned splashdown zone in the Gulf.
There we go.
Right after we finish this
Autonomous
boost back
rockets
burn, we're
and
also
autonomous
going to separate
robotaxis.
the hot stage. This will be the final time
Boost
that
back
we're
burn shut
doing
down.
this. Is
Boost back burn.
all right, there's the end of the boost back burn. We should be seeing the hot stage. So the hot stage separates, it's going to make its way down, also splash down in the Gulf. In the meantime, though, these 6 ship Raptors are going to continue firing for about 5 more minutes.
Yep. Oh, look at the plumes.
Next
oh my
up
gosh.
for the booster, though,
Amazing.
is going to be its landing burn. There's a cool tracking shot.
Wow.
We dumped some of the prop out on our way back in.
Amazing. Look how cool this is, guys.
All right, so for
this is
booster,
amazing.
this is one of the main things we're trying to get is going to be this landing burn. Oh, that's so you can see the hot stage kind of making its way towards the
Whoa, that's a
the
lot
left
of prop
side. So
dump.
that's the bottom
Wow.
of the booster. It's about to pass right in front of where you can see some of that prop dump happening.
Yeah, that's a lot.
They look like they're close together, but there's a good amount of distance between them, and the hot stage will go down and splash down in the Gulf while the booster comes back for its landing burn.
Starship is on nominal trajectory.
With our trackers, we have these
All
drift
right.
knobs.
Looking good
That's
on our
amazing.
trajectory, looking good on everything. Jake and Amanda, you guys with me down there?
Yeah, definitely. The crowd is gathering over here in the office. You can definitely feel the energy in here.
Here we
great
go.
to see that booster is making its way down to the splashdown
Good hard
zone
braking there.
in the Gulf.
Oh,
Yeah, the
attempted to
shaking
pull
down
out.
here was absolutely
like
nuts.
that.
The windows are still there,
Stopped
still
signaling.
intact. So
Recorded
that was
it.
pretty awesome. But yeah,
we
booster's
go.
coming down. We're at about 30 kilometers. About
Very good.
all right, yeah. And as we approach that landing, just like tower catches, we will be doing a 13-engine landing burn to slow down. This time it will be in a V3 configuration.
There we go.
And as we're starting to get into the denser part of the atmosphere, the booster is using 4 hypersonic grid fins to guide itself through atmospheric entry towards its landing site.
And we're just about
Here we
20
go. There's our
seconds
booster.
away from landing.
Wow,
by
here it
start.
comes.
We'll
We just lit.
first ignite the
Beautiful.
13 engines, then bring that down to 5 to slow down the booster for landing. And finally, that
So
will
no
come down to
catch
3,
today, guys.
And we'll cut all of them off while we're still about 200 meters in the air. So booster is going to see a bit of a...
Here we go. Here we go. Booster's coming down. Wow.
Even with a totally different booster sequence.
Wow. Very cool.
We got
There
the
we
track
go,
there.
baby.
Ryan did.
Booster
Wow.
landing burn shut down.
Phenomenal.
And there we heard it.
Kaboom.
Booster landing burn shut down. We saw
Wow.
a 13 to 5 to 3 V3 demonstration,
Amazing.
and into the water we go.
blew the heck out of it. She's gone now, baby. That was a success. Look at the SpaceX team. Everybody's freaking out. That's awesome.
Congrats to the whole SpaceX team.
Yeah,
So
great
far,
job,
so good
everybody.
today. That was incredible.
Great job. Kudos from the Robotaxi here in Austin, guys.
All right, great stuff,
This is
guys.
awesome.
I'm jealous of the
Fantastic.
crowd. All right, back to ship. Ship's still making its way. We've got a little under 2 minutes left in this ascent burn, so we've got all 6 Raptor engines still firing. So the next major milestone we're going to be looking for.
All right, guys,
is
and we
Seco.
are trying to
That's
make
our
a
second
left
stage
here.
Engine cutoff. That's should be coming.
We are doing
right
it.
at about
There we go.
8 minutes and 58 seconds into flight.
There we
so
go.
we've got about a minute 20 still
Wow, that
to
was
go.
good. Yep, gave it some room.
Really
That guy
cool
ripped
see
off to the
Booster
right.
go
It
through
was good.
that
All
landing
right.
burn. That
Pull
was
back some of
one
this
our
volume
lucky-
right here. Oh, we just killed the stream. There we go. We'll hop back in here in a second here. Just stay with us, guys. These volume controls got to get touched up, I think. Just a little bit sensitive. That was funny. All right, we're back. We're back in the stream here. Let's pop that up a little bit. All right, here we go. We're back. Yeah, this has been interesting. Very good. Wow, that was awesome. Witnessing the launch. Booster comes back. And little shutter on the brakes there. We recorded that. Nothing too crazy, but we're keeping an eye on things here in the Robotaxi. This is great. What an exciting drive. This is great. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I'm so happy that booster was a success. That's 2 in a row now, so that's good news. Let's get the ship. Let's get the ship complete here. It's going to take a bit of time, but there it is. We've got a live stream on Starlink from a rocket ship just sent into space from Texas while riding in an autonomous robotaxi here in Austin, Texas. The future is now, everybody. It's happening right now. It's right here. This is actually insane. So cool.
You just heard not an orbital insertion, so we are on the path that we wanted to be. So
Fantastic.
back in space, a whole lot planned for it, lots more still to come. Great seeing Super Heavy make its way to the water, but I'm excited to see what ship can do in space. How's everybody doing down there?
All right, we are 9 minutes and 42 seconds into flight time here. Very cool. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
you could hear the crowd behind us this whole time. People are definitely happy with how the day's been panning out so far. Definitely exciting to see Starship safely in space, and super pumped to see all the team's hard work in action here today.
Yeah, and we guarantee
Can I
that at the
interrupt real
start of the
quick?
show, but it has been an awesome day so far. It's crazy.
I just want to point out, look, you can see the shadow from like the condensation.
There's a
and
good
the
pothole
exhaust.
there. Wow.
You can see the shadow that it casts in the
Here's-
sky.
Is
I don't know
what
if you
Tim's
guys can see
saying.
that on my shot here, but you can literally see on my tracking shot, if you can pull it up on screen. Look at this. This is crazy. While also looking how much it's venting, that's wild. Look at, you can literally see the shadow.
Oh yeah, you can see the shadow. Look right there. That's
How crazy is
crazy.
that?
It's like it burnt its way
From
through the
the launch.
atmosphere. Wow. It's still there.
That's insane. So just the right lighting conditions, right atmospheric conditions.
Look at this. That's so cool.
I can't believe that. What that looks like actually on the recording.
Yeah, you can see it. That's so crazy.
That's so weird. I was even noticing it during the launch. You could see.
Looks
it
like a
on the
tornado or something,
Alright,
like
let's
a
go
very
back to the-
faint
yeah,
tornado.
back to
That's
stream.
so cool.
sound. Wow.
Amazing.
Another one. This one's looking good. This one's looking really good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, they're just playing music. All right. Well, how you guys feeling?
Oh,
Look at that. I
man.
hope the Florida
Super
did
pumped.
get the jellyfish going.
Big
If
shout
anyone's
out
in
to
Florida,
Everyday Astronaut. Make
was
sure you
able to
guys are
see it.
subscribed to Tim and his
Um,
team over at
the
Everyday
venting, by the
Astronaut.
way,
They do
there's a few
amazing
things.
work,
They're
guys. We'll put a
either
link
doing-
to
there's
their
a few things. They can either be
to their
injecting
channel
nitrogen
down in
to
the
try to make sure they're
description there.
purging,
Tim's a
any
great guy. I've spent
gas
some
and
time with
stuff
him. He's
over in there so they don't
fantastic.
have an
extremely knowledgeable and
Also,
unbelievably
just
passionate.
to make sure they're still nulling out rates and stuff. That's how they do it, is by venting.
Yeah, this is
That's
amazing,
the
guys.
warm gas thruster
All right,
system
well,
is
we're going to
actually
check back
inside
in
that
here
system. So
once
you're
that ship
seeing
gets a
all
little
that
bit further
buildup. That is
along
pretty
here,
normal. We do
and
see
we get
that
a little further along in our
if I can just
Robotaxi
maintain
ride
a
here.
Clean orientation. Imagine being
All
on,
right.
you know, yeah, that's awesome.
Well, Tim was just saying that it looks like
Yeah,
Starship
well,
is
have you guys-
probably
before you-
over the
don't go
Caribbean
anywhere,
right
I
now.
promise.
That
One
is
more reminder,
unbelievable.
put in your
Here we are in the
calendar,
Robotaxi
January
in Austin.
17th
We got
and
our
18th.
third wipe.
Austin, Texas.
Our
is
third
going to be
washer
our
wipe.
third
Again,
annual
we got a
Astro
lot
Launch.
of glare
It's
on
one
that
of the more
camera,
shows.
so it's
Also a
doing its
conference with
best
panels,
to keep
keynotes.
it
Last year, we had Charlie
to
Duke, we had
to keep its bearings and to see what it can see. So that's wipe number 3, FSD camera wipe on the washer there. Very cool. Just back to the Starship flight now. We're almost 14 minutes into flight time. Very exciting stuff here, and exciting stuff happening on the ground too. So this has been so far a zero intervention drive. A couple of light recordings of just some funky braking and things like that, but overall it's been really good. And we are running the latest software. It is in, of course, chill mode, and we do have the new Gold Accent software, and we have our safety supervisor in the driver's seat on this drive. Very cool. Well, shout out to Tim. Make sure you guys go follow him. This is really, man, a good day. It's been a good day here so far. We just got to get to our destination. Let's do a check-in with the Robotaxi app here. Here we are. So we've got 17 minutes left in this particular drive. And you can see we've got interior cabin temperature set to 70. We've got volume control. That's probably where I should be doing the volume, actually, rather than reaching down and pressing that screen. I think, oh man, I apologize, guys. Probably 3 or 4 times we've kicked out of the stream here on the SpaceX rocket launch. But we do have that option here on the phone to adjust the volume, so that's kind of cool. It tells us that we're watching YouTube. We can also call support and pull over from here as well. And the little gold lettering is our destination. We're headed back to pick up the Adventure Plaid over at the supercharger, and yeah, just an awesome drive through Austin. No highway drive, which is interesting. I'm guessing that this new Gold software is not highway ready, or hey, they're just deciding not to run it in heavy rush hour traffic, so that could be as well. It's exciting to see all the improvements and all the little changes. Really happy to see that the hands don't have to hover anymore. That's great. I'm sure that's a little bit of a load off for the safety supervisors. So there's our ETA. Now we're down to, I don't know if we can focus on the camera there, 15 minutes. And checking back in with the Starship, it looks like we are, always looks like Tim's got some chat going here. So I can't see the exact flight time. Oh, maybe I can. Top left corner, actually. 18 minutes and 30 seconds right there, flight time. Excellent. Very good. Yeah, so there's our Starship ripping right now. And that's a camera of inside the cargo bay. And here is the inside of the Robotaxi. We're just grooving. Very cool.
Yeah, and as
All
noted
right.
earlier in the show, but definitely worth repeating, Starship will deploy Starlink's more advanced V3 satellites, adding 60 terabits per second of capacity to the network per launch. So that's 20 times more than each Falcon 9 launch does today. Just incredible.
That's such a satisfying.
Yeah, and anybody that's been following Starship, Starlink's kind of the MVP for these flight tests, where it's not only giving us the views we're seeing right now, but also just
gotta love
real-time data
Starlink.
through every phase of flight. So we've got a couple dozen cameras on Starship. We've also got a bunch of cameras spread across the globe, including out in the Indian Ocean, where we've got our fun buoys floating. There goes
Yep.
another one. using Starlink to bring all of this together. It's our drone shots you see here from our great team down here at Starbase, all connected. So Starlink not only giving us cool views off the planet, but also on the planet, help bring everybody along for all these Starship flights.
This is really smooth and fantastic. I wonder if on every deploy,
That's number 4. So they check my math. 4 Starlink terminals on the outside of Starship. He uses that to talk to the constellation, and through that we actually get about 120 megabits of bandwidth for our downlink. That's our real-time HD video, all of our telemetry. So it's not just kind of giving us these cool views inside, but it's giving all that engineering data in real time, including re-entry. But normally a plasma layer builds up and blocks you out. Starlink, powerful enough of a frequency that we're able to kind of punch through that and still get that live view.
I wonder why there is such a big delay between the stacks.
All right, next one out the door.
Here we go. You can barely see what it is.
23 minutes of flight time.
They need more lights on the outside. Not that it matters at all. A daylight launch would be cool.
Alright, yeah, Starlink is the world's largest satellite constellation operating in low Earth orbit to deliver high-speed, low-latency broadband internet. This provides internet access to people around the world, many of who have never had connectivity before.
Here we go. SpaceX team is pumped.
So I should explain what you're seeing. You're seeing this
Another successful deployment.
And you're also looking down. This is all you see is the
Right,
door.
today, Starlink serves more than 150
pushed out.
countries, territories, and other markets, with over 7 million active customers and counting. To meet the global growing demand for high-speed internet, SpaceX expanded its factory over in Bastrop, Texas, which is just outside of Austin.
Shout
and also
out to
introduced
Austin.
Starlink Mini,
Let's
as well as
go.
an upgraded version of the Starlink standard.
And our friends in Bastrop.
I should real quick
Love
mention,
it.
someone said it's like
Yeah,
the
and
last.
one thing to note about this satellite deploy is that they will be following the same suborbital trajectory of the ship.
One of these days we'll deploy in daylight, but we're basically trading deploy in the dark so we get those re-entry views for the daytime.
So Russell wanted to know who is
This
cleaning
is so
up
cool.
all the trash
I mean,
orbiting the
you
planet.
can't
so just for reference,
turn down the volume a little bit here. But this is just so insane. The fact that you can drive around right now, in Austin, Texas, in the back of a Robotaxi and live stream from outer space via Starlink a test rocket that will eventually take humanity to another planet. And that's happening right now in 2025, October. It's actually insane. And I think that when we look back at this, we're going to be like, wow, that was just really crazy, the beginning of something so profound. But yet, if you go back only a few years and you told somebody that you were going to be doing this in October 2025, they would have laughed in your face and called you a liar. But yet, here we are. Pretty wild stuff.
That will be followed by atmospheric re-entry and splashdown.
Here we go. They are just ticking the boxes on this checklist. Absolutely wild. There you go. There's a shot of the tower. That's wild. Yeah, the team is just losing it. Amazing. 26 minutes of flight time now.
And now it looks like the door's shut again.
Very cool.
All right, with that payload door closed, we're gonna sit tight, enjoy the views,
Look at that.
and enjoy Space Jam.
Payload
again.
door is
We'll
closed,
be back
and
in
we're just
a few
making
minutes
a
for
left-hand
Raptor
turn
daylight, and then head back for
in a
re-entry.
Robotaxi. There we go.
So cool. Raptor Relight's going to be next. We'll show the, we can't really show the timeline for 1 second here.
Shout out to my man,
They're on the same
Tim,
system, so
everyday
in a second
astronaut.
we'll show you kind of the timeline.
Thank you again, brother.
When we can of everything you can expect.
Always
That's
the
a
best
pretty shot. Look
coverage.
how beautiful it is right
All
now.
things space.
Come on.
There you go.
All right, so Raptor Relay is coming up at T plus.
There's a shot of,
47 minutes. So we
I guess,
have
at
20
High
minutes
Bay,
to hang out together.
down at Starbase.
Sorry, you're stuck with me.
Very cool. We just got booted from the stream. We got to get our stuff together here now. And that is really cool. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Robotaxi all the way through from North Austin. Fantastic. Down into southwest area here. South Lamar neighborhood. Guys, this has been just absolutely phenomenal. It's funny, when I was thinking about making this video, I'm like, I don't think anybody's done anything like this. You know, drive around in an autonomous vehicle and watch a screen that's built into the vehicle with a service that's built into the vehicle, and just witness some of this incredible stuff, and just experience this autonomous ride, watching an autonomous rocket fly autonomously across the globe to the Indian Ocean. I mean, it's just really incredible. Did it all here at sunset. We watched, actually, check that out. There's a Waymo up there kind of struggling to make a left-hand turn. That's interesting. Anyways, it was really cool. We were able to watch the Robotaxi navigate its way for a considerable amount of time through the city, through subdivisions, all kinds of different areas, which was kind of unique. And it's brought us all the way back here. We're back at the same spot where we started from. We saw that we had 3 separate occasions where it did the washer wipe of the camera lenses and all that good stuff. But we were able to watch Starship take off, number 11. Shout out to the SpaceX team, shout out to the Tesla team, the AI team, and everybody that made it happen. Guys, from the back of the Robotaxi, we'll see you in the next video.